Hello guys, so today we will be talking about WordPress, introduction to WordPress and WordPress installation. Alright, so as a digital marketer, you need to get used to some content management systems like WordPress. Okay, so for us to work with WordPress, we need to visit the WordPress website, wordpress.org, and download our WordPress. Okay, so when you download your WordPress, you will be having a file like this, a zip file like this. We get our downloads, we'll be seeing our WordPress file. Okay, so this is our WordPress zip file over here. All right, so we extract this WordPress file and we'll put it in a folder. We're going to talk about the folder we're going to extract this WordPress file from. Okay, then we're going to extract this WordPress file into. We're going to talk about that right now. All right, so after downloading WordPress, we go over to WAMP server and we go to this sourceforge.net to download our WAMP server. All you need to do is just search download WAMP server on Google. It will open up this website for you and then you click on download. When you download your WAMP server, it takes you to this. Your download goes over to this place. This is your WAMP server and you start your installation process. After your WAMP server is installed, you start the WAMP server by clicking on the icon. So your WAMP server will usually have an icon in the desktop. Okay, so the icon in the desktop for your WAMP server is this guy over here. Okay, so when you click on it, it will pop up an input for you to choose whether you want the application to run or not. So when you choose yes, that the application should run. So when you double click on this, you see that it pops up this. You say yes, and it starts running. So I've already done this, so I'll be closing it. When your WAMP server has started, you come to this bottom right corner and check for hidden icons. You see that your WAMP server is green. It is saying all services running. So this WAMP server is the server where our WordPress is going to be working on. How do we test if our WAMP server is working? All we need to do is visit localhost/phpMyAdmin. Once we visit this localhost/phpMyAdmin, we put our username as root, put our password as no password, we don't have any password. We choose our server choice as MySQL database, and then we click on login. When we have logged in, we can go to new. When we go to new, we can create a new database. We can call this database a WordPress database, and you say create. Now, I already have this WordPress database created. It's an empty database. It doesn't have any code. It doesn't have any tables yet. So this database is empty. It doesn't have any tables yet. All right. Now, this WordPress database was created like this by going to new and then choosing a database name. I wrote WordPress here and I said create. All right. I've already created the WordPress database. Look at it here. Okay. Now, we go over to our browser also and we type localhost/WordPress. We're going to type localhost/WordPress. Why do we need to type localhost/WordPress? Why do we need to type localhost/WordPress? We type localhost/WordPress because when we installed our WAMP server, we installed our WAMP server inside this place. Let me show you where we installed our WAMP server. In our local disk, you see your WAMP 64. After your WAMP server installation, you see we have WAMP 64 in our local disk. Okay, we have this WAMP 64 in our local disk. All right. Now, if you double click on WAMP 64, you're going to see a www folder. Inside this www folder is where we extracted our WordPress into. Remember the WordPress you downloaded? We downloaded WordPress as we downloaded WordPress as we downloaded WordPress in our downloads. When we go to our downloads, we see that we actually downloaded WordPress. Look at it. When we extract this WordPress, we extract it into this folder, the www folder in your WAMP 64. All right, so that's why your WAMP 64 is your local host. WAMP 64 is your local host, which is your WAMP server. So for us to access this WordPress, all we need to do is to say localhost/WordPress. We hit enter, and when we hit enter, it opens up this place for us to choose English. We choose English, and we come over to this place for us to set our site title. What do we want to call our website? Okay. Before this place, there are some places where you put your details, like your database username, which is root, your password, which is no password, and your local host, which is your server, which is localhost. All those things you put it's not difficult. And then here you put your site title. So we can call our site title Goglow. We can call our site title Goglow. We can call our username. The usernames can have only alphanumeric character spaces, underscores, hyphens, periods, and the @ symbol. So our username will be what? Goglow. Okay. Our password will be very simple. Goglow 1234. So our password will be 1234. Okay. All right. So we said confirm use of weak password. I want to use this weak password. Okay. So my email, I'll use goglowadmin@goglowonline.com. All right, admin@goglowonline.com. And then we say search engine. Do we want to discourage search engines from indexing this site? So we don't want search engines to index. We don't want to discourage them from indexing the site, and we say what install, and our WordPress will be installed right away. Okay, so this is our WordPress installation. It's not difficult. You're not coding anything. You know, you're not coding anything, and it is a much easier way of building your website instead of writing codes from scratch. Here you just click and drop, click and drop. All right, so let's log in. Let's log in. All right, so we'll put our username and password. So I chose that they should remember my password. Okay, so I say login, and you will see that I'll be logged in into my WordPress dashboard right now. So this is exactly how your WordPress dashboard looks like. So this is the environment we'll be using to build our website. We're not going to do any drag and drop. We're not going to be using any code, HTML code or CSS, no. But HTML, CSS, knowledge of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP can also help you here. But here, it is much more easier. Okay, so in our next tutorial, we'll dive into how to understand the dashboard and work with the dashboard to create an impressive website. One of the websites I'm going to show you that was built with WordPress, let me show you. Futopedia. So Futopedia is one of the websites that was built with WordPress. I was part of this project, and you can see how this website looks like. Very beautiful website, and giving us the best of our impressions. This is one of the best websites you can ever see anywhere, any day. This is the best website you can ever see. This Futopedia. Okay. So WordPress can allow you to build something like this. All right. Here ends our tutorial. We'll continue in our next tutorial. Please stay tuned and see you next tutorial.